Hello there, dear friends. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Unless you've been living under a big rock, you might know by now that there is some speculations going on for a couple weeks now that Rafa Benitez could be the new Everton manager. After being absolutely a legend at Liverpool, he's going to join their worst enemy. And that is shocking. Let me make it clear. It's shocking for Liverpool fans and also for Everton fans. Like, nobody really want to see that deal happen. And I can feel both sides. But let me just give you my opinion as an independent here, because I'm a Chelsea fan, and at some point we hired Benitez for 6 months to take over from Di Matteo. And I'm gonna talk about it a little bit late in this video, but from a different perspective, I see why both sides would not like to have Benitez in their team. You know, it's going to be like a betrayal, you know, a big betrayal. He's going to be called a Judas, whatever. I can't imagine how it's going to be during the Merseyside derby. It's going to be really epic to see Benitez sitting in the dugout of Everton. But it is what it is. What I wanted to say here as an independent on this one is that it's all business. There is no loyalty in football anymore. People don't care about anybody. It's about their interest. They're gonna kiss your badge when they play for you, and they go play for the opponent or for your worst enemy tomorrow. They're gonna kiss their badge. Business always, you know. Football is about business. We saw it with Jose Mourinho when he said that he would never manage another team in England but Chelsea Football Club, and the next day he was at Man United, and then to make it even worse, he went to Tottenham Hotspurs. That tells you that it's just PR. Don't listen to the blah blah that players or managers are going to say at some point of their career, because it's all BS and it's all PR stuff, and it doesn't mean anything. Can you really blame Benitez for taking a job? I don't know. Just put yourself in his place. He's looking for a job. Somebody is offering him millions to do what he does best, which is coaching. So I don't know. Depending on the camp you are at, if you want to go for the loyalty thing, or you want to go for money and see that he has the right to get a job, you know, that has to play into consideration here, and it's up to you to make your own decision. My opinion is that Benitez is not the man for the job, and that is coming from somebody who doesn't know much about the club. You know, watching the club from outside tells me that they need a progressive manager, somebody who can go back to the basics, because since David Moyes left the club, they've been just like hiring, you know, high profile, or the upcoming generation of managers never paid off. And I think they killed at least 5 years, you know, of development. If they hired somebody to develop, to go back to the basics and you know, go back to the academy, go back to low profile kind of players and develop them to the next level, I think they were going to be far with the project, instead of you know, hiring some coaches that you hope that they're gonna do something immediately, and they end up by getting sacked and get a lot of money, a payoff, and they didn't even do anything. Look at Marco Silva, for example, Coman, Roberto Martinez, even Big Sam. They had to call Big Sam from retirement because they were so close to going to relegation by trying to hire the so-called high-profile coaches. You see what I'm trying to say here? And then they hired Ancelotti. Ancelotti came there You know, supposedly he came for a very good project, and when Real Madrid come calling, he couldn't resist. He went back to Real Madrid. So my point of view is that why can't you just give the job to Duncan Ferguson? The boy, when he took over, when he was he took over from who? I don't know who left. I think Marco Silva or something like that. And he beat Chelsea. He beat a lot of teams. And the passion from that guy, man, you can tell that he's very passionate about the club, and he's going to take the club to the next level. Just give him the same amount of money you are giving to high-profile managers, and let's see how it goes. So Duncan Ferguson was offered a managerial job at Real Madrid with Carlo Ancelotti, and he said, no, I'm gonna wait for Everton. Maybe I might have my chance here. And you are telling me that you're gonna go and hire another high-profile manager to try to win immediately and leave this guy again? It's not fair. It doesn't look fair. It doesn't sound fair, and I think Everton are going to regret this. If they hire Benitez, it's gonna end up in tears, because the amount of booze that he's going to get in the stadium, the dressing room is going to be toxic, and at some point he's going to turn to a Mourinho, okay, at Spurs. That's exactly what Levy did. Instead of going for a younger and more progressive manager, he went for a high profile to try to win something immediately. And look what is happening at the moment. They can't even find a manager to take over at Tottenham Hotspurs now. So hey, if you watch my video, it's not too late to make up your mind. Go back to the basics and get another manager instead of Rafa Benitez. To finish about Benitez, I wanted to mention his brand of football. He's too defensive, too cautious. Benitez is somebody that will come to your team, get you the result for a certain period of time, and then after that, everything is going to fall apart, because we saw it at Chelsea Football Club. To begin with, nobody really wanted him. Rafa out from day one to the last day, even though he ended up by winning Europa League and he lost the World Cup, Club World Cup, of course. Nobody wanted him, not necessarily because of what he said about Chelsea Football Club, but also about the brand of football. It just suited to certain teams, not like attacking, fluid football like Everton. We know Everton with a different style of football. Do you really think that Everton fans are going to be happy with that kind of football? I don't know, but maybe he changed, but it doesn't look like he's there to progress anybody or progress youngsters. He's coming for a result. He's coming to do a specific kind of job. I don't really think that Benitez is the man needed at Everton now. And like I said, I'm just a passionate fan of football. I am not an Everton fan or a Liverpool fan. I'm just giving a different perspective, and it's up to you to make your own conclusion.